This is my current camera build for both shoulder rig and tripod setups. I needed an efficient way to quickly switch between these two different setups for an upcoming gig. And so with a little inspiration from David Moorfield's video on how he set up his camera, along with Tilta's Dovetail plate system, I was able to achieve that. Let's get started with the camera build first. The only problem with this setup is that I need a longer NATO rail for the monitor. Currently it is too short, so it does not slide completely down, but there is a lock on the Tilta monitor mount to keep it secure. What the Tilta monitor mount allows me to do is adjust the monitor in any position that I need it to be in. Whether I'm going on a shoulder rig or I'm going handheld, or especially on something like an easy rig, I can actually have the camera to my side and the monitor will be perfectly in the middle for me to see. What brings it all together is the Tilta Dovetail plate, which I have on here on the shoulder rig. This is an aftermarket one. It was a third of the price. It does the exact same thing. It has a safety feature on there, and I needed two of them, so it just made sense that I bought a cheaper one that still could work. With that, I'm able to slide the camera on and off of this rig right here, and really it's done everything that I've needed to do so far. It's been on maybe like 4 or 5 gigs. You know, you can adjust the handles right here with these knobs. You can adjust the length of the handle as well. You can adjust the distance right here, make it longer or shorter. The nice thing about this rig is that this comes off. It actually has built-in Velcro, so there's actually another brand called, I think it's Latest 35 or something like that, but they make a shoulder pad that's made out of leather, and it looks a lot more comfortable. So in the future I'll be upgrading to that. It has Velcro on it, so it's going to be really easy to switch between the two. And there's plenty of mounting options on here if I needed to mount the monitor in a different place. Then I have the ability to do that. As far as the shotgun mic goes, I'm currently using the Rode NTG4 Plus. The mic itself is a little bit too small for the mic holder on the FX6, so I use a rubber sleeve adapter to make it work. And then as far as a lav solution goes, I currently just use the products from Rode. I use the Rode Go, the Rode Pros, and I use this small rig mount that is mounted behind the handle in order to mount the lav packs themselves. And then I connect them using a 3.5mm jack to XLR cable. What's the benefits of being able to switch quickly between the two different setups? Well, you're saving the production and especially your client time, and you know, time is money, and if there's anywhere that you can save time on, then your clients are going to really appreciate that. Another big deal for me was that I didn't want to be the one holding up production. I wanted to be, you know, ready when I need to be. I don't want to be the reason that we're waiting on a shot or waiting on moving forward to do something else. Another benefit of this build is the fact that I'm using a different handle for it. Instead of using the Sony FX6 side handle, I have this other handle connected by a Tilta accessory. And what that allows me to do is just kind of have that peace of mind whenever I'm holding this camera. With the side handle, it tends to have a little bit of play. It kind of feels like if you have too much weight on the camera, it could break at any time, which I've never experienced that before, but you know, that's just another thing I didn't want to have to worry about. With this handle, it is like really sturdy. I don't have to worry about this failing on me. I can hold it out as far as I want. I'm able to like actually maneuver the camera it just makes me feel a lot better handling the camera when I need to. There are two things I want to improve on this camera build, and that's one, I want to be able to move this monitor a little bit more forward. Right now it's almost the perfect distance away from my face, but it could be a little bit more further out. With wider lenses, I'm not able to do that because the monitor starts to get into frame. Really, the only solution that I have is to get a shark fin mount for a shark fin battery plate and mount 2 batteries on the back of the camera. And what that will do is shift the center of gravity of the camera towards the back. That way I can push the camera a little bit more forward, and that would fix that for me. And then 2, currently I'm using this SDI cable right here, but I need a 90-degree one, and so I'll be buying that. That way it's just a little bit more flush with this monitor. And then for the monitor, I want to change out the power cable for one that's straight versus a coiled one. That way I can wrap both of these cables with a cable wrap or a cable hose, and that way it'll just look a little bit more neater for the build. But yeah, if you have any questions about this build or any questions for me, go ahead and comment down below. Our goal for the year is to get to 1,000 subs, at least within like the next 2 months, which I think we are pretty much on track for that. But if you like the videos that we're putting out and want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you on the next one.